Ron Banerjee is a friend, and I'm simply here as a fellow citizen to express sorrow and anger and frustration with the terror bombings in Mumbai and the response of governments on the Indian subcontinent, both the government that's providing safety and base and incubating terrorism, Pakistan, and on the other hand the government of India, which has been relatively passive in its response.
Unfortunately, the recent terrorist attacks in Mumbai have been overshadowed by the situation in the Middle East.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about the parallels in that Hindus of India and people of Israel are basically fighting the same kind of enemy?
Oh, sure, and other people around the world, in Sri Lanka, in Afghanistan. I think that someone said a couple of years ago that we've got to drain the swamp of terrorism wherever it exists around the world, and I think that sometimes, and human nature being what it is, we're a little selective in setting priorities which only tend to move these different dimensions of terrorism to different parts of the world. Indonesia, for example, which is a huge base. It's a huge challenge. I think that what it does do is it convinces, or it should convince Canadians that we aren't an island, that we're touched by it, and the different elements of our community are touched by it very directly, and that it's no longer possible to just simply pay lip service to fighting terror.
Tell us what you think of our new government and how they're handling foreign policy issues.
Well, in the interest of disclosure, I'm an unsuccessful candidate attempting to join that government in Ottawa. I'm very proud of what they've achieved, and I'm proud of their re-emergence as a straight-talking representative of Canada and its people in the community of nations.
Well, we know that they've certainly changed their foreign policy stance regarding Israel at the United Nations. What do you think we can look forward to regarding their foreign policy with India?
Well, I think that we have to, again, the Harper government has been in power barely 6 months, and after 13 years in opposition, it's taking time to get their feet under themselves. But I think that Canadians should be encouraged at their initial return to the world stage, and I think we have to encourage them to speak out on behalf of injustice in the Indian subcontinent, in places like Sri Lanka, in southern Africa, and the Middle East. It's as I said, it's no longer enough to simply mouth platitudes from the sidelines. I think we have to get involved, and we have to support and endorse aggressive action to fight at the core source of terrorism, rather than simply maintain the status quo.
We're working on a little bit of a documentary for the Canadian Coalition for Democracy.
Yes?
Are you familiar with that group?
Oh, I am. As a matter of fact, I'm on the advisory board.
Please, comment.
Well, I think the CCD is a great organization. I think it provides, at times, a conscience for the wider Canadian community in addressing articulately some of the issues which are too easily glossed over and in black and white terms of good or bad. It's a complex world we live in, but that's no reason to disengage or to shy away from addressing those complexities. And I think the CCD is playing an important role in the Canadian community today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.